All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Glory Oderopo. I am a participant, a patriot of Cash Money Flow. Okay, today we're going to be talking about our day 6 task. Wonderful task that really has done so much in our lives. Day 6 task, I can tell you, was one of the most tasking, demanding uh, 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 work that was given to us. And it talks about everything about leadership. Everything about leadership. Okay? The first thing I'd like to talk about is the qualities of a true leader. Qualities of a true leader. What are the qualities of a true leader? How do I know that I am a good leader? How do you know that you are a good leader? Well, first and foremost, every leader must be honest. You can't afford to be dishonest as a leader. You must be truthful. The community in which you work or you participate, the people need to understand that they have a leader whose yes is yes and no is no. You don't have to say one thing and mean another. So the vital ingredient a leader must first of all have, a true leader, is honesty. Yeah, honesty. If a leader is not honest, over time, followers will be lost over time because reputation will be damaged and nobody wants to follow a liar. Yeah. Number 2, a true leader must display good judgment. A good judgment. You know, from time to time, people begin to have issues within the community. You don't have to be a partial person. You need to know what is right and stick to what is right and do that which is right without fear or favor. Yeah. Every good leader must display a good judgment. Number 3, a good leader, so important, must be consistently dependable. Yeah, you must be consistently dependable. You're not going to show up in meetings once and not come again. You show up for the first time, we don't see you again. You cannot become a good leader like that. You need to be consistent. You need to keeping on. Your followers need to keep seeing you because their questions always come up. You need to keep answering them. You need to they need to keep relying on you to support them. You cannot support them once and not support them tomorrow. You cannot support them this month and the next month we can't find you. Yeah, there are 1 or 2 excuses, but trust me, your consistency is important and you must be dependable. You must your followers must be able to say, Mr. Glory, we need you to help us with this, and you'll be available for them and you'll be able to help them. There must be this sense of dependability. It's very vital as a true leader. Another thing we talked about was the 5 leadership skills. There are skill sets that every leader should have. No matter where you be, no matter who you are, you just have to have leadership skills. Without these skills, it's going to be very terrible in how you lead your people. One of them is communication skills. Leaders must learn how to communicate. Communicating doesn't mean you have to speak big grammars. You don't have to be too intelligent. You don't have to be a PhD holder. You just have to learn how to communicate. Now, communication is not just speaking good English. Communication is knowing how to read between the lines. When your downlines are making statements, your ability to understand where they are heading, to be able to preempt, to be able to be proactive. It's another very powerful point when it comes to communication skills. So it's about being flexible in your response, to know how they feel so as to respond to that particular need. Sometimes followers don't communicate what they want to say very well, but as a leader who has sound communication skills, you're able to know what your followers are actually saying. Okay, another thing is risk-taking skills. Leaders must take risk. You can't just sit down there and wait for the war to happen to you now. You take the bulls by their balls. Yeah, by their balls. You must take risk. You don't have to take advantage of people, no, but you must be able to confront situations and solve problems headlong without shying away from them. As they arise, you need to put your followers in good shape, encourage them, and let them know that this can be done. So no one gives up. That's one of the good quality of the good leadership skill that every leader must have. And of course, you also have time management skills. A leader who doesn't manage time, I really don't know. That's really going to be very, very difficult, because it's the ability to recognize situations in order of their importance and prioritize them so as to know what comes first in order to channel your energy and resources rightly. That's what makes you a leader. Then another leadership skill is the learning skills. Wow. Zig Ziglar once said, when we stop to learn, we start to die. So every leader must keep learning. You can't stop learning. It's something we must keep doing, because we need to keep improving. You need to be willing to take on new concepts or information for growth and development. You need it. A leader who says he cannot read, you cannot study your business or your program or your project, you cannot study it to begin to, look for new concepts and information that will help the growth and development of your community, well, you're not a leader. You're not a leader. Quite blunt, but that's the truth. Leadership is learning. You learn, relearn, unlearn, and you keep learning. It goes on and on and on and on. In fact, that's the process. All leaders must have learning skills. And lastly, innovative skills. Innovative skills. What does that mean? Ability to come up with ideas for problem solving in order to increase your performance. Because definitely in every community, you're going to be encountered by one or two problems. So your ability to come up with ideas that will help us to move from that level to another in order to solve that problem makes you a real leader. So those are some of the skills that every leader must have. And then the next thing we'll talk about is the 3 points on how a leader can motivate his team. Motivation is so vital. You can't do without it. Motivation is not necessarily giving people money to make them happy, so they do your bidding. No, that's not motivation. It could be part of it. You could do that from time to time, but that should come last, I think. What you should do when it comes to motivation is, one, you need to establish calm. You need to establish calm. You need to pacify your team. You need to pacify your team if you're having issues. Yeah. If you're having issues, if there's a panic, you must pacify your team first and foremost. Tell them to relax. Remember, you are their leader. They're following you. They trust you. Get their attention. That's the first thing you do. Number 2, give them disclosable and approved information. Leaders don't talk anyhow. You don't do that. Leaders only give information that are needed by their followers. Not all information you just spill out just like that. So you give them disclosable and approved information on the current trend of things as regards the root cause of the panic of what we're experiencing and why they need not to worry. And finally, number 3, you inform them of detailed strategic and time-bound plans on the way forward while assuring all team members of the safety of their funds. Yeah, this is how a leader can go about motivating his or her team when there is any form of panic. All right. We're also asked to give detailed information a leader is to pass to followers. What kind of information do you pass to your followers? I just talked about that while trying to talk about, the panic thing and what you need to do as a leader. Well, like I said, it's not all information you pass down to your downlines. Some of them are wonderful people. They just open their mouth and begin to talk to every person. And before you know what's happening, there's chaos. So Every information you need to pass out to your downlines must carry the following ingredients. One, and very important, in fact, most important. Information must be true and approved by the administration before dissemination. Yes, it has to be true. Not only true, even if it's true, it has to be approved. Yeah, we must work by instructions. Real leaders work by instructions. Information number two must inspire trust. If it doesn't inspire trust, if it's going to make your downline suspect you, if it's going to make your followers make you feel there's something fishy, then it's not a good information to share. The information number three must be very motivative. The information must breed cooperation. It must come in such a way that everybody will see it. Okay, let's work together. It's a good information. We can do it together. And finally, it must promote enthusiasm. People, it doesn't kill their spirit. Yeah, when you share such information, it shouldn't kill their spirit. Okay, one other thing we need to know is, as a true leader, we need to encourage a learning environment for our followers. How do we do that? Encouraging a learning environment. Like I said, one of the skills of a leader is learning. Now, how are you going to do that in your own group, in your own community, to encourage your followers to also learn? One of them is ensuring all team members and followers are in one place. It could be a WhatsApp group, it could be on Telegram, it could be on Facebook. You have a team all in one place because you need to communicate to them in one place. So you need to bring them together. And two, you give them the needed training online. You need to train them, teach them on how things are done. Give them the rules and regulation of the community. Teach them how everything is done. Don't assume. Assumption is a big sin. You don't assume in anything in life. Then number three, allow followers to ask questions and let them question everything. Don't ask them, okay, who is the CEO? And you shut them down. You don't do that. You don't shut people down. Allow them to ask their questions and let them and you give them the right answers. Of course, you give them the right answers to every question that they have asked. And of course, you can carry out presentations on how things are done. Show it to them so that they can learn and follow you. By so doing, you will build a team spirit in them and let them know that they too can be better off than you, the leader. And this will help to motivate them a great deal. This is how you create a learning environment within your own community. And finally, 5 responsibilities of a true leader. Responsibility of a true leader. Wow. One of them is self-awareness. You've got to be aware of that you are a leader. You've got to know what your leadership entails. You've got to know. You've got to be self-aware of yourself, who you are. You need to know who you are as a leader, a person. What are your traits? What are your traits? What are your abilities? You need to be self-aware of yourself in order to lead well. All right? You need to self-regulate. That's number 2, self-regulation. You should be able to regulate yourself. You can't say because you are a shy person and you have been given a position as a leader, so you shy away from the community. You can't do that. You need to kill that shyness. You can't say, oh, I'm not a great talker. I'm not a great talker, so someone else should do the talking. But you are the leader, so why is someone else doing your talking? You have to do the talking. You have to learn how to talk because you are now a leader. You are no longer that guy that you used to be. So quit saying you're shy. Quit saying you are afraid. Quit saying, in fact, everything negative about you that will not help you lead well. You need to drop them and start learning the opposite, which is the positive things that will help you do your leadership very well. You need to be very motivational. Leaders motivate people. Come on, stop killing people's spirit. You need to motivate people. Get them to know that they can do this. This is doable. Make them see that we can achieve great things with CMF. Yes, great things. Encourage them. Boost their morals. Let them keep their shoulders high. Number 4, show them empathy. Yeah. All fingers are not equal. Everybody do not have the same learning speed. So don't treat people as though they are as fast as you are. Sometimes some of your followers can be so, I don't know what to say, but some of them can be terrible. Yeah. But you just have to carry everybody along. Try to help those who are not able to, understand the concept, the policies, the rules. Try to help them. Explain it, break it down. Keep trying to help them. And of course, you have to be sociable. Yeah, sometimes laugh. Just put up a joke. Just laugh. Make it look like family. Don't Just do just CMF all the time. Say some things to create some sense of humor. Let people feel at ease. Yeah, so these are all the stuffs. Great work that we did at Star 6 in the leadership training on CMF. It's been a great one.